Welcome back to CBS Soap Dish Recap, where we recap everything CBS Soaps, both the young and the restless, and the bold and the beautiful. And this is your bold and the beautiful recap for October 6th. And today, Steffi can't believe her eyes when she sees something outside. Taylor is pleading with Ridge as she runs from his heartfelt declaration. Donna is puzzled about some information she finds and alerts Brooke. So before we unpack all of this, take a second to make sure you're subscribed to the channel to receive our updates. And please don't forget to like and share. So after Wednesday's cliffhanger, we are back in gorgeous Aspen, where we see Taylor asking Ridge, "What are you doing here?" Ridge thought he'd come back and check out Bill's house. "Yeah, right, Ridge." She asked, "Come on now, what are you really doing here?" He was like, "I came to see you." I'm like, oh my God, here we go again. So inside the vacation home, Steffi is on the phone with Thomas going over all of this pain Taylor is going through. She believes that she's starting to give up, and even Steffi admits that she's starting to give up as well. That's good to know. Now, at Brooke's place, she assumes that she hears Ridge's car that pulled up outside, so she's surprised when she hears a knock. She opened the door and she's shocked to see Bill there. Now he walks in as, of course, she protests because he can't just stop stopping by like this. Well, at least he knock. Everybody else just walk in people's houses on this show. And then she tells him Ridge will be home soon. So now we're over at the Forrester mansion, and Donna and Eric are kissing over in the foyer. Now she admires her husband and this whole portrait that's on the wall. He can't believe she pulled it off with such a very thoughtful gift. Now Donna goes over that, hey, this is your home and you deserve to be up on that wall. Now Eric reminded her that, wait a minute, this is your house now too. Oh boy. And you and me together. And I mean, he wants to thank her properly for the gift and suggests that they take a jet and go on a tropical weekend getaway. So back at the vacation house in Aspen, Steffi is continuously talking to Thomas about how stressed out Taylor is. Now suddenly she looked out the window and blurts, "OMG, Thomas, you're not going to believe this." She went on to tell him that Taylor is more than okay. She's with Dad. Thomas can't believe that he done made it all the way to Aspen. And we can't either, from the terrace at the Forrester Mansion in Aspen in less than 30 minutes. Now, outside, Ridge apologized to Taylor for crashing their girls' trip. He didn't tell anyone he was coming up there. He just jumped on the jet just to come see her. Now, Taylor was like, look, I came to the mountains to get away from everything. To get away from me, you mean? Which is what Ridge says. And Taylor just nodded her head like, yeah, that means you too. Now, back over at the Forrester Mansion, Eric decides to get on the phone and find out if the jet is available and learns that Ridge took it. Now, after getting off the phone, he tells Donna that Ridge took the plane to Aspen and he guessed it was for a business trip. But Donna was like, no, because Pam and I schedule all of them. And she's surprised to learn that he was also alone and that Brooke wasn't with him, being that that's his wife. So back over at Brooke's place, she and Bill is going over issues with him stopping by. Now, Bill don't understand her interest in Ridge at all. And he doesn't understand a lot of things and reveals that he's letting go of the Aspen house. It always holds a special place in my heart. And of course, he thinks she knows why. It's a great house, but Steffi and Taylor are there right now. And with that information, Brooke eyebrows raised. So now we're back over at the Aspen house. Steffi is still on the phone with Thomas talking about their parents might be getting back together right this minute. Now, Steffi is not sure because Taylor was talking about having more self-respect. Now, Thomas thinks that it could be their family's lucky day, especially if Ridge can convince their mom to say yes. Now, this is when we see Taylor come into the house with Ridge following right behind her. He's protesting that, look, I came to see you. Taylor was like, why? Ridge talking about how much he missed her and their life together. Really, Ridge? Come on. Back over at Forrester Creations, Thomas is contemplating this whole call with Steffy and think about why Ridge may have gone to Aspen. And this is where he flashes back to that whole conversation, Walter playing that call, a Brooke voice calling CPS and nodding knowingly. And then he recalls Ridge saying Brooke lied to him. Now, over at the Forrester Mansion, Donna think it's really strange that Ridge went to Aspen by himself without Brooke. Eric does too. Now, Donna can't imagine Brooke giving up the opportunity to get away with Ridge. Eric can't either. Now, she doesn't think things have been as smooth between the two of them as she'd like them to be. But Eric assures that, don't worry about it, they'll get there. I don't know about that, Eric. Donna just wondered why he went to Aspen. Now, back over at Brooke's place. Bill is explaining some information that's very vital to Brooke, that Steffy is checking out the house in Aspen and hoping that she'll buy it. Now, Brooke goes on that maybe Taylor will like it so much that she'll just leave town permanently. Then Brooke tells him, you know what, you need to leave. And Bill gathers, oh, okay, I guess you got plans with Ridge. He's a lucky man. He bets Ridge will never take her on a hot air balloon or camel ride. And they agree that, he can be pretty romantic. Brooke is smiling, but she did give him a goodbye, and he leaves. Now, back over in Aspen, Taylor thinks Ridge is there because the kids are guilt tripping him. Now, Ridge protests that it's about the woman that she is to him. Taylor was like, yeah, right, and said, you know what, this is sad. Ridge is serious. He was like, I'm here because I want to spend the rest of my life with you. And of course, I don't blame Taylor. She rolled her eyes. After that, she came back with, boy, you and Brooke must have really got in a doozy of a fight. And she was like, you know what, I'm going to take a pass on being a second choice or a consolation prize. You can miss me with that one. What happened with Brooke? Now, Ridge argued, look, this isn't about Brooke. It's about me seeing things clearly. Then good for Taylor, because she clapped back saying, yeah, until you don't see it clearly, this is what you do. He shows up, says all these romantic things, and then make me feel like this. Just get out of my life. I was shocked. I'm like, oh, Taylor, okay. She clarifies that, look, we can still be grandparents together, but you can't make these promises to me. I've heard them all before. Ridge asked her to please stop talking for just 1 second. He says, I'm here because I love you and I want to be with you always. Taylor was like, as he moved forward to her, she pulls away, heads out the door, and told him, you better not follow me. What Ridge do? He follow her anyway. Now, back over at Brooke's house, she takes a call from Donna, who tells her that their trip to the Caribbean has been canceled because Ridge is using the jet. He's going to Aspen. Brooke was like, oh my God. Donna asked, like, girl, what happened? Brooke was like, Steffy and Taylor are in Aspen. And finally, back in Aspen, Ridge is chasing Taylor like a kid running around through the property, pleading with her to stop running. She stops and asks him, don't do this to me. Ridge was like, look, I meant what I said. I love you and I want to spend the rest of my life with you. And it left us with Taylor looking in disbelief. So we got to stay tuned because, of course, Brooke is going to take the Forrester jet to Aspen trying to figure out what's going on. And, of course, Donna and Eric is concerned. So we'll see what happened in the next episode. Okay, so there you have it, your Bold and the Beautiful recap for Thursday, October 6, 2022. If you haven't checked out the Young and the Restless recap also for today, it has been uploaded to the channel. And until the next video, like, comment, and subscribe, and we will see you soon. Bye.